Hi, fishing. Stephen, hello. Whew. Sarah Lynn Snow, good morning. D3V, how are you? Dragon Lair. We had quite a conversation going this morning with KassCeeBee and a few other folks. And my mechanic came in. My radiator needs to be replaced. And it was the only chance I had to do it. So I had to run out and deliver my car. So we'll see when and if I get it back. Oh, I don't even know if I want to pick up on where we were. Holly Gibbs asked me before I signed off if I carry that upon a jig, and then I do. I have about, I think right now, 5 or 6 species, including a whole bunch of Madagascar lace. Roxanne, hello, Roxanne. Chubbs is here. Hi, Chubbs. How are you, Roxanne? Oh, glory. Let's see. Let's play Roxanne's song. Let's see if I can find it. Been having trouble with Lee's. I want to see if the problem is me or whether it's the video. Well, where is it? Oh, honestly. Well, there it is. I've got my microphone plugged in. Let's wisdom, let it be, let it be. Here's third. When I find myself in times of take trouble, for the fish he comforts me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my time of darkness, he is streaming right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be, let it be, as I'm standing, let it be, Father's words of wisdom, let it be. When all the broken-hearted fishes living in the tank agree, there is an answer, let it be. For though it may be cloudy, there is still a chance that they can see. There is an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be. As I'm standing, let it be. Very nice. Thank you, Roxanne. That's just lovely. Dragon Lairs talking about Madagascar lace. If you keep them at 72 or below, they don't go dormant and melt back. Interesting. It's difficult to keep a tank that low, so that becomes a little tricky. The thing to remember about any of the bulb plants, any of the Aponogetans, is that they are native to rain pools in East African, that's Ivory Coast jungles. So they're essentially, they grow seasonally. They're like a fish that hibernates when the pond dries out, or a frog, and then comes back when it rains again. So when the rain pool evaporates after 6 or 8 months or so, then the plant goes dormant, the leaves die off, and the bulb remains dormant until it rains again, and then it comes up. So it does require, however, that period of dormancy in order to recharge itself. Once it dies, or once the leaves die, if you take it out, put it in like a Ziploc bag and leave it for a couple of months, and then put it back in the tank, you'll have a better chance of keeping it going. I found that the leaves, once it gets its first real spurt of leaves and they kind of max out, that they'll last a long time, but eventually they deteriorate. And it's not going to produce new leaves at that point. It needs to go through a dormancy and a rejuvenation to do that. So just be aware the plants are cheap enough that and spectacular enough that it's worth replacing them every year or so. But you can bring them back. Talk about Madagascar lace. Yeah, they're wonderful plants. Mary Page, hello. We will get you some Madagascar lace, Mary. Oh, not a problem. Lee, is it a root or bulb plant? It's a bulb plant. Henry. Hi, Henry. Hello. Yeah. Um, the plants or fish or what? Oh, the worms did not. That didn't work. No, it's put off to November. They're just not. They're not going to supply us. I have a little bit. I've got enough to do a portion or two. What kind of fish were you looking for? Yeah, I did. I've got 4 really nice big ones in that are doing real well. So I've got Mandarin gobies. Also have discus. Got a bunch of discus. Okay, sounds great. We'll look for you. Thank you, Henry. Henry Perry, an old customer, coming in to get a Mandarin goby and a little bit of worms. Yeah, dragon layers say they will bloom. Yes, they will. Their flower is nothing spectacular, but they do bloom, and it is kind of nice. If you can figure out a way to um, what's it called? It's not called fertilize. It's another word. Those flowers, then you theoretically can get seeds. Never been able to do it. Jared Layer is asking if Stephen ever got on live. Uh, yeah, we did, but then it didn't work out. So we need to try it again. Leah, stop using Facebook. Oh, Facebook. All right. Tommy Denman. The Father Fish Aquarium Shoal. All right. I'm going to have to find it and link it. Thank you, Tommy Denda. Pollinate. Thank you, Stephen. I knew there was a word there. So pollinate the flowers on the Madagascar lace. So I don't know how that works. If that single stalk produces um, pollen as well as flowers. Can you help us out, Stephen? Maybe you know. Tommy Denda, change it so everyone can invite everyone. That's a good idea, Tommy. Mary Page, are you talking about Dustin? Yeah, if you could go by and do a little video, that would be nice. I don't know if it's open to it. Tell him Father Fish sent you. Not that that'll probably make a lot of difference, but you never know. It's only an hour away. Charity Clenchasar. Oh, let me try that again. Jernej, Clankakar, Classicar, Clank, what? Could you recommend what grain size sand? Using cement sand, but it's so fine. Yeah, something a little heavier, coarser. The mold will go down, but it'll just take longer. Swimming pool filter sand, which is like 21 grain, is a better size sand. Yeah, I agree. No, the concrete sand's pretty fine. I've used it and I like it, but it does work more slowly. Atkins Nature Aquarium. Good morning. Stephen is saying the bulb plant had long flower vines and flowers coming out of the water. Yeah, they do bloom above the water. So they're looking for motile. Rain is completely gone. Oh, Rope cut her lace plant in half and she's saying it's still alive. So that's interesting. What was the question to Stephen? Oh, whether the Madagascar lace, or for that matter, any of the Aponogetans produce both male and female from the same flower stem. Mary Page went to Tractor Supply, found black diamond sand. There were two, yeah, they sell two different grades. I use the coarser, but they both will work. Um, and if you want to buy both and do layer, that's kind of nice too. Do the finer layer, I don't know, wherever, top, bottom. Top if you want appearance, bottom if you want the affect changed. So yeah, the it's anthracite coal, crushed coal, so it's totally inert and really is excellent. Tommy's asking me to send some pictures of my tanks to the Facebook group. I don't know where I have. I will get on and work on that, Tommy. No. Well, 21 likes. Yeah, we kind of put the skids on today. things things went a little nuts. Chicken raw, Rohan. Chicken raw. If you don't want to mess with raw, you can do it boiled. Um, but if you can mess with it raw, the best way to do that is to buy ground chicken or ground turkey at the supermarket and then put a small amount in a sandwich bag and press it down and freeze it. So you just need to break off little pieces, and you can leave it frozen that way. So you're not having to muck around with a lot of raw meat, particularly raw chicken. So buy a 1 pound package of ground chicken or ground turkey. Take out a tablespoon, put it in a sandwich bag, seal it with, well, flatten it first. Flatten it good, try to get it in all the corners, seal it, and put it in the freezer. You can do a bunch of those with 1 pound. And then when you want to feed with it, take out a pack, open the seal, and break off a little piece and throw it in. Put it back in the freezer. So keep it frozen. It'll last longer, make it a lot less messy, and it'll be more practical dealing with it. Well, yeah. Uh, Talk to him, see what he says. Mary Page. That'll be interesting. Somebody said which grain is smaller? Stephen, there's male stamens and female stigmas. Yep. Tommy, have you posted your email? If you haven't, do so again, please. Paul C. Is water flow beneficial for plants? Yes, but not critical. There is a natural water flow that occurs with thermal and microorganisms and just the movement of CO2 and oxygen. So there is a natural current that occurs even in a jar of water. If you let a jar of water sit quietly for a day and then put one drop of food coloring in, you'll be able to see the movement. Lee Wilcox says, don't unblock me ever. Were you not blocked? How'd you get blocked? You ain't blocked. Mary Page tells him stand with his nose in the corner. Right. Yeah, Rohan, that's good. Stephen Paul say yes, but more for the fish. At night, plants absorb oxygen, depriving it from the fish during light hours, or day it produces oxygen. Oh, Mary Page just blocked me. Gave him a timeout. Good. Don't know why, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I've got to agree. Got to agree. Just leave him blocked, Mary. Chevy Fish, hello, hello. Good to see you. Swampy Acres. Hello, Swampy Acres. Blake's, hi, Blake's. You bet. Yeah, he does that when he's going to take a break. Oh, is that right? So only I can do that. That's interesting. Yeah, because I noticed after she said that he was still on. So we may have to take his wrench away. That'll break his heart. Oh dear. All right, let me conversation this morning got a little over the top. It became a bit more critical than I prefer. And that was really my fault. I fell into a couple of things I should have been more careful about. The socket set, yeah, right. Oh, Rose going on 11 tonight. Somebody just clicked on here. Let's see who. Oh, it's Ro. Hi, Ro. How are
Hang
you?
on.
Let me cut my volume off.
No, it's me. That should be
Oh,
good. Good.
oh, okay, yeah. How are
Sorry.
you?
I'm good. How are you, Father Fish?
Oh, I'm all right.
I'm
I'm
glad
kind
you've
of
been on again. I missed your first stream. What was up?
well. It was really fun. But it got a little wild. KassCeeBee was on, and she was trying to keep control. Um, we got into criticizing people, and I fell into the trap. Uh,
Uh-oh.
yeah, so it was not good. Um, we'll post it because it had some worthwhile conversation in it, but it became just a little too, oh, I don't know what to call it, objectified, a little too um,
Critical.
critical. Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it makes the best ones.
Well, sometimes I don't like to get into it with other YouTubers, though.
No.
You know, I don't want to do that. Of
I ain't
course,
going live this morning.
you're what?
I had people ask me if I'm going live this morning, and I said no. I go live on Saturday
Oh,
night,
right.
11 to 1.
Yeah, yeah. Constructive criticism, J. Rowe calls it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. Well, I was kind of landing on Corey. KCB was taken up for him, so that was good. But he's so big, a flea like me can't hurt him. So he takes it with a grain of salt, I'm sure.
He's up there.
Almost, I was looking at it the other day. I don't even remember. 500,000 or close to 1,000,000. I don't remember. It's just kind
Yeah.
of astounding. What
You
it, I
think
mean,
how many people's into the aquarium hobby, you know?
yeah, well, there certainly are millions, billions worldwide, I guess. Um, we tend to be spread out. I think that, and that was part of what we were talking about this morning is the impact of YouTube, the Fish Fam channel, on the industry and on the hobby. And I think it's growing and becoming more and more substantial. My hunch is it only really began to become a real significant player a few years ago. Up to that time, it was kind of a few people doing their thing. But that now there's so many and there's so much, so many creators, so many channels with really good material, and so many new people coming on that it's constantly attracting more and more people worldwide. I'm impressed all the time with how many folks are on here from all over the world, and many of them are people who are new to the uh, YouTube, or at least new to the fish fam. They they've not been around for a long time. So, that kind of says it's attracting a lot of new people.
Oh yeah, big time.
J Rowe. Let's see. Oh, good. Good idea, Jay. Gonna give Lee a putty knife to scrape the barnacles as penance. And that's barnacles on his back and other strange places. Ah.
What did he do this time?
Oh, something he's done before. He just got vulgar. He did it deliberately to
Yeah,
take a time out.
he told me the other day on my stream. It's hard to get timed out on my stream, but he told me the other day that he'd been timed out 3 times on yours, and he's feeling kind of like left out because I didn't time him out. And I said, "You want a timeout? I'll give you one." So I gave him a timeout.
Yeah, it's up to 4 now. I've stopped watching all those I started with, and now only watch their father fish and all of you that post. That's from Lee. Yeah, I think a bunch of people have done that. That was one of the other things I noticed, though. I went on a website that I never go on by a YouTuber, Fish Fam, who has about, I don't know, 15,000 subscribers. So he's been around for a while, and he's got a decent size channel. He was doing a live stream, and he had about 50 people on. I went down the list of names. I did not recognize one single person, not even one of all the people that were on his channel, on his live stream. And it really made me realize that we're very much colonized on this stream. There are groups of people all over the place in the Fish Fam. Um, Probably the largest ones are where most everybody goes on either an occasional or a regular basis. But that kind of says to me that I know the guys. Here we go again. I'm getting into this. I really didn't want to get into this, but I have heard from people who are part of the group that the people who have 100,000 and more videos, who are in communication with each other, have decided not to sponsor and support people who are either starting out or at a substantially lower level.
Why?
They find it's unfair, and I'm not. I'm okay with that. And that makes sense. But here's the problem. We've got things happening on our level that are substantial and significant that never reach beyond our little group. And that's where we need help from the guys who have got bigger channels to pay attention to what's going on and to be able to focus on things that are important. That's all that was. And that's not happening. As a result, they get kind of ingrown. They're not really reaching out, not really looking at what's going on in the broad spectrum. And I appreciate how difficult that is. But you can always get help. You can always ask for help. J. Rowe. I started by watching these high-tech aquascapers with beautiful tanks, and I thought I wanted one. I realized later what I really wanted is a balanced, low-maintenance aquarium.
Yeah.
Good point. I think a lot of us have been through that. I was doing balanced aquariums before the high-tech artsy-fartsy stuff really took hold and became significant. So when it came in, I recognized it for what it was and realized I could not do both, because you really can't do both. If you're doing a high-tech, very fancy aquascape system, it's very difficult to do it as a deep sand bed system, as a balanced even system, because it calls for so much additives and it calls for a very limited striation in the substrate. You don't do a 4-inch substrate in one of those systems. You do a 1 to 2-inch substrate, and then you do additives with it. As a result, and because of the continuous effort at maintaining the appearance of the tank by going in and clipping plants and the like, moving stuff around, it doesn't last long. The effect of CO2, and most of them had CO2, is to cause a very extraordinary growth that needs to be trimmed. Eventually, those plants become very stalky and are not attractive anymore. So that kind of plant, that kind of tank, which is made for a contest, made for competition, made for taking pictures of it when it is at its peak, is a tank that does not last more than a year or two at the most. Whereas a balanced tank can last 5, 10, 15, 20 years with relatively minor effort and minor maintenance. So they're two very different kinds of systems.
Hey, Marky and Steven, I forgot to call you. Don't kill me. I told him I'd call him the other night, and I didn't. I got busy, but I will call you whenever I get off, whenever Father Fish is done today. I won't forget. I promise. Scout's honor, I won't forget. I know an arena that you and I both dominate, Father Fish, and I didn't realize it. That I was on Get Gills the other night looking at, because I go to other people's store too and look at what they've got. So I went into native fish section on Get Gills, and all the fish in there are either from you or me, and that's it on the native section. Now,
I have about 10 natives in there, but I don't know what they did. They knocked my store off the channel. It's
what do you mean?
Get Gills does not have Father Fish on it anymore. It's gone.
Really?
Really. I was wondering why I wasn't getting orders. And then I had somebody call me up and say, how come I can't find you on Get Gills? And went and looked, and it's gone. I've written a half a dozen emails back to Get Gills, and they've not come up with a satisfactory answer to the question yet. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm not there anymore. So I've got a channel up. I'm going to, what happened to Ro? Did I knock you off? Come on back up, Ro. I don't know what happened. I went over to look at email, and I came back, and you're gone. Let me. That's weird. Let's see. The Loach guy says device is not connected. End of stream. There you are.
Hi, it was me. I knocked myself off.
Oh, I thought I did something. It happened right as I jumped off to look at my email.
I'm going to get gills now because I sworn I seen your store on here last night.
Really? Well,
So you
maybe
have,
they got it back up. Did it have anything listed?
well, I'm going right now to look. Let's see here. Have you not got any orders in a while from Get Gills?
It's been weeks.
Me
Several
too. Me too. So I was wondering. I thought it was just a slow period this time of year, but apparently, I'm not. I haven't got any orders in. I think 2 weeks.
I think something happened to my Stripe account. There, I'm back in. I got things listed. Looks like I'm back up. Let's see if it'll let me order. Check out.
There you are.
Apparently so. Yeah, I guess I'm in there. I guess I'm back. I am behind on getting pictures for my channel, for my website. As soon as I can get that going, then I'm going to start listing items on Aquabid.
I
And
thought about doing that too.
I was on it years ago, and I got a huge amount of activity from it. So I want to try it again.
I'll try it with you. I've never done it. I
I've
order
got
from Aquabid
I have
though.
an old channel. I mean, an old account. My account is called Abba Abba or ABABA, Ababa. That was set up in about 2002 or so. So it's about 18 years old. Hasn't had activity for 10 years. Check it occasionally and find it's still there, but I need to change it. Um, I want to see if he'll let me change it to Father Fish. The site is owned by a hobbyist, much like Get Kills, and he's pretty easy to work with.
You have to really
Let's see.
make money off that site because you don't have to pay an auctioneer's fee, do you, or nothing? It's totally free to go on there, isn't it?
No, they take a fee out after the sale.
Oh, okay,
The money all runs through them, so they get a fee on the sale. It's not a lot though.
gotcha.
What's going on here?
My phone beep.
Dragon Lair and Roxanne. Oh, Dragon Lair. Oh my God. Family of choice. Dragon Lair's talking about a friend of his who's in the hospital with 3 brain masses and metastasized lung cancer. My God.
So sorry.
Ah, Mr. Beach. Good morning, Mr. Beach. So this is a family that's very close to him. He said he and his wife are like brother and sister.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Steven said he's going to contact me today and try to get his live stream up.
Have you talked to Stephen on the phone yet, Father Fish?
No, I have not.
Very interesting individual to talk to. Very. I spent 2.5 hours talking to him on the phone.
Wow. Ah, well, I'll look forward to that.
Yeah, you were talking about the Madagascar lace plant earlier, and the bulbs
Yeah,
I cut off, they're living. They're still
that's
alive and well. It's weird.
that is weird.
I figured they would die, but I wanted to give it a go to see what would happen. They still might. You don't know.
Well, yeah. The thing I found with the bulb plants is that when the crown dies, they rot. They just deteriorate. Oh, look at this. Precious Tranquility is here. Hello, hello.
Hey
Nice,
there.
nice to see you. That's Amanda, who had the most spectacular fancy goldfish of anybody around. They are magnificent. And I'm looking forward to getting some. And I'm hoping we can do that soon. Let's see. All right.
I'm shipping out 5 pieces of driftwood and a bunch of plants Tuesday to Anthony, and I've got to find a box this weekend that'll all fit in. And
Huh.
I'm going to UPS. I can imagine the shippings will be like 50 something bucks, but that's okay.
Big pieces of wood, is it? Or
Yeah, one piece is about 30 inches long, and about a foot and a half tall. It's big pieces, but he's been wanting some of the driftwood. He's got a pretty piece too.
Lee Wilcox is sending wishes to Dragon. He lost his father last year. Yeah, I lost mine tragically years ago.
I miss mine
Oh,
too. Both parents are gone.
Stephen is saying he's doing a seminar Thursday that's going to be recorded. It's on genetic modification and PHKHGH with the Fish Club. That'll be cool. What club is it with, Stephen? Let's
Hey,
see.
Anthony, just talking about you. You'll have to do an unboxing video, Anthony, of all that driftwood when you get it in.
Right.
Yeah, he was talking about that seminar, and Chevy Fish and I were both asking him to record it so every one of us could
Oh,
watch it
good.
too, or see it or hear it or something, you know. I said it's one seminar I love to go to because you get those pamphlets for the seminars and you get like free cookware and shit, and you never want to go to them or anything like that. I said that's one I definitely like to go to.
Cool. Um,
Thank you, Chevy Fish.
Dragon Lair, just want to hold your friend and his family out in prayer to receive blessings and comfort and healing and to know that they are safe. And for you and all the extended family, receive the Lord's peace and be at peace. And know that He is in control even through these dreadful times.
That was beautiful, Fish.
And all right. What are we doing time wise? 10:40. Kind of run over where I was going. Mary Page. Although the Lynchburg Fins. Huh.
Hello, Botanical.
Oh, so they're actually meeting. They're having a meeting. That's the first club I've heard of. It's actually having a physical meeting with about 50 members. Wonderful. We're having our board meeting this coming Sunday, and most of the people on the board are are very apprehensive about meetings. So I'm going to tell them I know of at least one club that is meeting.
I think we got the closest one would be in Crossville. So I don't know of one in my local area that meets on a regular basis or was meeting on a regular basis. But I'd definitely like to go to a fish club.
Oh yeah, there's nothing quite like it. And the real joy, the real pleasure, of course, is the auctions. If they're not doing it, they need to. An auction is an absolute must at a fish club meeting.
I used to have grotto meetings in Oak Ridge. It was a grotto's a caving club.
Ha!
People that go caving, and every year they would host a CIRA event, and it's a Southeastern Caving Conference, and there'd be hundreds of people that would be there. Um, but we met like once a month, like first Wednesday of every month or something in Oak Ridge. But maybe I should get not a caving club, dang it, but an aquarium club started up in my local area if there ain't one. We'll make
Well,
one.
it's yeah. You know the thing about it is it'll either click or it won't. You'll
Right.
know in a matter of a few months whether you've got something that's worth continuing. And if it doesn't, then drop it and try it again with a slightly different twist. I've started a number of them, um, and about half of them survived and the other half did not. We've got one here. Of course, nothing is surviving right now. But we started one here about 6 years ago, and it's been real solid. We're averaging about 100 members with attendance of about 50 at our meetings, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, I wonder if you could do it and use YouTube as a platform to have can they let you auction stuff off on YouTube? Are you allowed to do that? I mean, there's giveaways and stuff that we do all
Yeah,
the
it's
time.
a little tricky to do though. Just you've got to do it the way Punchy Paints does it. You put an item up, and or several items, and you let people bid on them over a period of time. And then you shut it down at a given point in time. So it's certainly doable. Chevy is saying one of her clubs does online webinars. That were these Chicago clubs, probably Chicago's Sickly Club. Very big, very strong club.
I didn't realize how many people was in this hobby until I got online because it seemed like in my little town I was the only one that kept aquariums. No joke, I swear.
It
And I
seems
figured
that
it'd
way,
be
doesn't it? Yeah.
yeah. And I was surprised by how many people are actually in it. And I'm like, huh, I'm not the only one. Great. Even my friends will come over, and a lot of my friends um, got aquariums now because of me. And they'll come over and they're like, hey, do you have any plants I can get for my tank? I said, yeah, come on back. I've always got fish bags and
Nice.
stuff. So I hook them up and they come over. Hey, Catfish Terry, ain't seen you in forever. How you doing, man?
Hi, Catfish. I was on with them last night.
Was you?
Yeah. Australian desert Kobe. No,
Oh,
I have not. Don't know if I can get it. Dragon Lair says, Liam excited. I found a variegated Anubias at Petco for $5. And when I opened the tube, there were 2 plants in it. Good job. Be thinking about you today, Dragon Lair, and praying for your friends. Lee says, I'm lovely. Actually, he's pretty ugly. Actually. I mean, if you really want it, more scuzzy, I think, than ugly. Really not ugly, just sort of like murky.
I thought he was a pretty handsome golem.
A handsome golem, really. He's going to jump on here in a minute. You know,
He's already on.
Pardon?
I think he's already on.
Back.
Oh, jump up here. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what else? Boss Lady Sue. Boss Lady Sue. It's Lady of the Manor, Sue. Because she is utter class, glory, fame, and beauty with a jester who rolls around on the floor. Chevy Fish, we just had an online auction last weekend. What else? Yeah, right. All right, we're down. We're running real late here. 10:48.
I'm glad you came back on.
Yeah, I had to jump off because I had to get my car fixed, and then it got mixed up. So, but thank you. Good to be back on. KassCeeBee didn't make it back, but she was a big help this morning, and a really sweet lady. Appreciate her fine efforts. Appreciate you, Ro. Nice to have you on this morning, as ever. Yes, you need to come on and fix it. Or are you going to do it, or are you just going to brag about it? Come on, make up your mind. We haven't got all day here. We're on the clock. We're on the clock here, Lee. Gonna have to do something or get off the pot. Vinny, hi Vinny. Good to see you, Vinny. Di Costumix says my ugly mug will break YouTube. Oh, doubt that seriously. Mary's saying, do it, Diecast. Do it, do it. Yeah, come on. Come on, Diecast. Jump on. We won't keep you more than a minute. We're going to be kicking off here. We'll run till 11 o'clock.
There we go. They give him 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes, yeah.
Does anybody know what the lineup is for today? Because I know Saturdays it seems kind of slow.
No, I don't keep up with it.
I don't either now that I go every day.
Oh, GRB is saying I'm drinking red wine, so everyone is lovely.
He'll probably come on as Gollum.
Lord knows.
Platy.
Lord only knows. I think there's somebody here. A couple of guys looking around. They're well, here we go. All right.
I'm not coming on as Gollum. Gollum's.
Well.
Ro, hello, darling.
Hey, Lee, how are you?
Hello, beautiful. Hello, Sapphire the fish.
Oh, thank you.
Nice to see you, Lee.
Hold on a minute. Got reverb. Hold on, that's YouTube. Hold on, here we are. Now, I'm beautiful.
Oh no, I'm in
Would
the
you
dark.
like to see my good side? Would you like to see my good side?
Do you have a good side? That's not your good side.
And this is my better side.
Dicastamix is here. Hi guys. I need to
What's up?
entertain the crowd. I've got a customer here. Let me see what they
All right.
want.
We'll hold
Good
it
to
down.
see you, Dicastamix.
Don't buy anything. It's all rubbish.
Ah, well,
How you doing, Diecast?
they're still
I'm
poking
good.
around out
How are you
there.
guys?
Beard.
Are we
I like the
related?
beard.
Diecast, are we related?
We look related, don't we?
We do, don't we? I love
Yeah,
it.
well, right.
I'm the better looking one, though. Just
Hey, better
saying.
you than me.
Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
And I am the eye of the beholder
You're
when it comes to everything and all things and everything.
you are your own beholder. And Stephen said, my phone did not break. Dicastamix. Where
Oh,
you
good.
tell us about your name. Where you get your name? Dicastamix. Where'd you come up with that?
I combined my hobby and comic books.
Oh, explain.
Oh, what
Yeah.
comic books?
Die casting and comics.
Yeah.
Huh. So what is die casting?
Like it's mainly model toy cars and all that.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Do you have
I was telling you, bro, that I used to do a YouTube channel with all that, and then I had to stop. It was too much.
You got
excuse
to
me,
you.
let me see. Oh,
Are you into Warhammer as well?
Yes,
hi guys. Can I help you?
Very expensive hobby.
yes,
I've
it
never
is.
read a
Especially
comic
when
book.
especially
Thank
when you
I gotta
paint them.
If you're really into it and you go all the whole hog and you really paint, and do you do the battles with your friends or at the
Yeah,
local
a few of us
store?
get together. It takes all day.
It's great. It's great fun. It's great
Yeah,
fun because it's your own imagination. No one's forcing it on you. It's not like watching Lord of the Rings or The Matrix or anything. It's all of
it's
you
whatever you
having
want it to be. Yeah.
fun and a battle and a laugh. Ro, how's Rhett?
He's doing better.
Is he?
He had surgery on his elbow because he had infection in his elbow, and
Yeah.
they stitched it up, released him. Now it's back in his elbow, and he's got to get that out of his elbow. So
Oh,
he probably has to have it opened up again, and then once he gets through all that, then he's got to clear the infection from his body before he can ever have neck surgery. So he's got a lot going on, but I mean, he's home here at the house. He ain't in critical condition nowhere. So we're dealing with it, but
Eat
it's based
well,
on
sleep, relax, chill.
try to
Just
do something.
get on.
Where'd Diecast go?
Be positive. We love him. We love him. Let him know. Well, he knows anyway, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knows. What's
I live
happened?
with him. Y'all get the Planet Rat, and then I
Where's
get the
Diecast
real rat.
gone?
I don't know. I think he hit the wrong button.
Oh, he's as bad as Sue.
What's that noise? Is that feedback?
That's Sue in the background because I've got headphones on. She's on the. Is it really bothering
No, I just hear a
everything?
high
She's
pitch.
yeah. That's on the tablet, trying to keep up with
Oh,
everything.
okay. Okay, cool.
She doesn't get enough of me at home. She needs to watch me on the TV at the same time on the tablet while hearing me and watching my back because that's how much she loves me. It's everything. It's all about me.
It is a horrible squeak, isn't it? There's a squeak somewhere.
Sue, you heard that? sod off to the bedroom, will ya? Rose said, bugger off, Sue. You're making an annoying
All right,
squeak.
we got,
I did not.
what
She
happened
did.
to the
He's lying, Sue.
She did. She's lying.
Oh, I'm back.
We lost you for a second, diecast.
Diecast is back. Hello, buddy. What's that? I've
You
got a
know
bigger
what's
finger
missing?
than I've got a bigger finger than
He was,
Diecast.
he was looking to see if he's really here. Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting a
He's a-
beard. I'm gonna have
He's
a beard.
he's a very handsome devil, isn't he?
We all gotta stick
So-
together.
I don't know if Precious is still here, but I just sold one of her goldfish.
Awesome.
The big fancy Arandas. I'm down to 2. I have 2 left from all those I bought before. I'm just looking to find your cat find. So looking to get some more from her spoon I cook. Chevy fish. Yeah, we've got some more. It's probably you that company. Turn your volume on.
See, going to the other room.
Costumix, turn your volume
They can
off.
all hear it. They think they're blaming Di. They're blaming Di. It's you. She doesn't
'cause it's
listen.
still there.
I don't know who
Diecast
it
is there, but
is. Maybe
Everyone's blaming Diecast, and it's her.
right.
it's gone now.
It's gone
I'll get you
now.
some headphones. I'll get you some headphones for that. Or go in the other room and turn it up.
I
Can't
don't
get
know.
the staff.
I'm on.
Can't get the staff.
I think we don't have his sound though. Now I'm having trouble, Lee, with your song.
Good.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's. I think it's a streaming
Yes.
problem.
I'm going to delete it.
Well,
I'm
I don't
going
know.
to do a new one. No. I don't know what the problem is.
I don't know either.
I mean, it's really been upsetting me that you've been making me look stupid.
Let's talk about fish,
I like
babe. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish.
Drop the move, folk bitch. We all got to dance.
This geezer is beautiful. This geezer is brilliant. This geezer is amazing.
Let's talk about
Where
fish.
did you find him?
Let's talk
He's
about
amazing. Look at him.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish.
I don't know.
You need to do a remix.
Fish.
I don't know what it's doing.
Instrumental break.
I know what the problem is.
What's the problem?
The YouTube algorithm can't handle it anymore. It's gone insane.
That could be. That could
Yeah.
be.
That's it.
It also could be because you're on live, and he's playing your song at the same
Oh, you're
time.
being very nice. Castamix, you're being very nice,
Right.
but Savannah Fish has been messing it up for weeks now. So
Yeah,
you're very pleasant and polite, mate, but it's his
Thank
You know,
fault.
it started off really well, and then I clicked on an activation. It was playing the music without the video, and then
Probably
I
best.
clicked on the video, and that messed it up.
Yeah,
Oh.
don't play the video.
But I don't know how to do that. Maybe I wonder if I can do that.
Bye, Chad.
Why is she laughing at me?
fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things
Really?
that may be. Let's
Oh,
talk
you.
about fish.
I nailed it.
Let's talk about fish.
This is so good.
Fish.
This is brilliant. It's
Let's
brilliant.
talk about you and me.
I watch this
Me.
every
Gotta do
day.
it with me.
Me.
I love this. The ending is great.
Let's talk about fish.
And then me.
Yeah.
Let's
And then talk about me.
fish.
And then me.
Fish.
Me.
And then me.
Like that.
Final day.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Play it back and I'll see what I think. I think it's probably.
I think, well, I did look at what I did and thought about it a lot, and I thought, I can't do any better than that, because that's just brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
see?
That must have been fun doing that.
Yeah, once you reach your peak, I guess you're done.
Hey, that's only
Surely.
10%. That is 10%.
10% of your peak.
10% that was. I'm leaving the rest till later. Slowly catch the
Steven.
monkey.
Steven says his ear is bleeding.
Don't pick fights in bars.
Is this a bar? Are we in a bar?
Well, Stephen is. Someone's punched him in his ear.
All right, guys. We're going now. Enough of this madness. God bless you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
Castamix, lovely to meet you. Ro, lovely
Yes,
as always.
you
Savannah Fish, thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Love
Thank
you.
you, guys.
I love you all. Love everyone.